Good morning. This morning, my name is Etemi. I am a real estate and agricultural investment consultant. I am a personal financial management coach. I am a situational leader, and I am an agent of positive transformation. Still in the spirit of education of the masses. I'm looking at. I'll be looking at this morning. I'll be looking at the the destruction of properties and lives as a fallout of the NSARS um, protest. I was hijacked um, ultimately on the 20th of October 2020 with the unfortunate Lekki massacre which took place at the Lekki toll gates in Lagos State, Nigeria. Um, During the period of the NSAS protests, there were talks coming out to attack the protesters here and there. But the protesters were very exemplary, and at the end of the day, educated these thugs, some of them, and many of them even joined the protest, which is a good example of what leadership is about. But unfortunately, because of the anger of the people against the government, some as well as the activities of so the mixed multitude, like I mentioned before, some people taking advantage of chaos to exact their own agenda or settle scores with other people. We saw burning of properties, both government owned as well as individual owned. We saw looting of government properties as well as that of individuals. And the implication of this is enormous for Nigeria and Nigerians. First of all, those private individuals whose properties were looted, um, the loot, they are put in a state of despair, put in a state of anguish and frustration and setback, because most of these business concerns are funded through loans, and unless the businesses have been insured, then they're like going to start from square one, and it's not what anyone prays for himself. So it's not what we should do to our neighbors. We should be our neighbors' keepers. For the destruction of government properties, I don't think that anger against government should be a reason or the basis of destruction of government properties. If anyone is angry with the government, find better ways to channel your grievances to the government. Look for ways to communicate to the government, more civilized and productive ways. Um, for example, there's this maxim that says the pen is mightier than the sword, and it's true, because if you express your grievances to the government, possibly in writing, even if the government doesn't attend to you now, time and events will vindicate you over time, and then what they have delayed to do, they will be forced to do it over time, possibly when it now affects them, which is another unfortunate thing that we find in Nigeria. But the destruction of government properties, um, who bears the cost? Who bears the brunt? It's we, the Nigerian citizenry, because we pay taxes. So, when you burn government properties, it is still taxes that will be used to rebuild or replace these properties that have been destroyed. And for the records, I'm an agent. I'm a personal financial management coach. I look at things like financial freedom. We look at ways of multiplying income, and I don't think it's a mark of prosperity for people to replace what they already had before, what they have already purchased before. Rather, a mark of prosperity and increase is additional acquisition of additional assets, not replacement of assets who had not yet outlived their useful years. So at the end of the day, we're complaining of the state of the nation, and then we end up burning and destroying government properties. We are the end losers at the end of the day. Okay, the BRT buses that were burnt, who uses them? It's not government, it's not the government officials. The BRT buses make life better and simpler and easier for commuters in Lagos. And every government amenity that was destroyed was set there, was put in place for the betterment of the citizens. Okay, we say government is not doing well, and then you go and destroy the one that government has does. Who you help? Who yet? Another thing is the burning of tires on our roads. Yes, we complain. The roads in Nigeria are not so good, not so fantastic. Then the few third roads we manage to have in Nigeria, you now say because you are protesting. Meanwhile, that's not the example of the SARS protesters that they gave at the Lekki toll gate. That's not the example they gave us. That's not the example, that's not the model that the coalition of protesters gave us for this peace, for the what was supposed to be a peaceful protest. That's not the model. But hoodlums came out on the roads, cultists came out on the roads and started burning tires on the road. Do you know that when you set fire on the road, that you destroy those portions of the road? At the end of the day, the roads will now be dilapidated quickly. The roads degenerate quickly, and we find ourselves, even the few good ones that we have, we're having to repair them soon again. And instead of government to be focusing on building roads that were not existing, we're now looking for how to repair roads that were already existing because of uncivil behavior across the roads in Nigeria. And I don't think this is not something that should continue. It's something that we should stop, because at the end of the day, the contract will be awarded to one big government official. It will not be awarded to the citizens like you and I. It will be awarded to one big official. They're the ones that will benefit. So you have created more avenues for them to make more money, and we suffer. The government resources that are supposed to be distributed and utilized for our growth and development will now be using it to replace. At this point, will be until next time. I want to encourage us as Nigerians, no matter what your anger is, please do not destroy any life or any property. And the import of this whole situation, it has caused unrest in the country, and you now find out that many people are going to be leaving the country, and it will lead to brain drain in the country. The brains and the hands and minds that we need to develop Nigeria, make Nigeria great, they're all zapping out. They're all leaving the country for greener pastures, for a place where that is peaceful. And peace is one ingredient that we need for sustainable development. Peace is one ingredient that is required for economic growth and development of any society. So I want to say this morning that the destruction of government properties, burning of tires on the roads, any form of destruction under the guise of protest or anger or whatever, it should not be condoned with. Those businesses or those private businesses whose shops were looted or burnt, you have ended up making some people unemployed, because if there's no office to work, then our brothers and sisters, the few ones that are employed, we don't have where to go. So it doesn't help anybody. Violence, destruction of lives and properties, it doesn't help any group of people. It doesn't help us make progress. It doesn't help us prosper. So let us take note of people who try to insert division, confusion, whether through across ethnic or religious divides or political divides. Anybody inciting youths to commit all these atrocities that we saw in the past 1 week is not a friend of Nigeria. It doesn't have the interest of Nigeria and has nothing to offer. Because if they had anything to offer these youths, rather than pay them chicken change, pay people who are hungry chicken change to destroy properties worth billions of naira, they would spend their money to develop these youths positively. such that these youths now have fishing lines. These youths now have dignity of self and pursue fruitful and gainful activities for the betterment of Nigeria. So until next time, please stay safe. Please calm down. I said calm down and stay safe. And I still remain Etemi. I still remain your personal financial management coach, your real estate and agricultural and investment consultant. I'm a situational leader. I realize that much of the Nigerian citizenry need some education, and much of the carnage and destruction we saw in the past 1 week would not have happened if our people were enlightened. So that's why I'm doing this series. So until next time, stay safe. These are the days of our lives, and may the rest of our lives be better than the years past. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.